Welcome back, mon amis, to Let's Play Langrisser 2, where shenanigans ensue once again as we begin Secret Scenario X2, the Fierce Battle of Direth Channel. With the preparations of the larger ship incomplete, Elwin's party set off in small boats, one for each commander, in order to chase after the Imperial troops seen on the horizon. They were intended to be General Imelda's escort, but the Rhaegar troops soon found themselves in a fierce battle against Elwin's small fleet. Yeah, guys are kinda tardy. Won't hold it against you. Conditions for victory? It's simple. Just gotta take everybody out in any order, which makes things much easier for us. And even easier because we get to buy a Flame Lance, Mirage Robe, or Crown. Been looking forward to the chance to buy Mirage Robes freely. Magic defense plus 20, they will make a lot of characters immune to just about any magic spell. So definitely going to be picking some of that stuff up. First, I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of items though to make room. The Devil Axes are more or less obsolete at this point. We're finally approaching weapons that almost equal them in strength without the hit to defense, so that's the route we're going to be going. Going to give Langrisser to Elwin. Now remember, if it doesn't look too impressive now, Langrisser is not at full strength. It will get stronger later, much later. But plenty for him in the meantime, because really he's going to be amazing no matter what he uses. Now the question is who to give that carbuncle to. Thinking it over. Flame Lance is pretty much going to go to everybody who can use it, with one exception, because somebody's got to get that Messiah sword. And I'm thinking that somebody's going to be Cherie again. Let's see, Lester's already in his 4th class. Scott is close. He's close enough to where I don't want to have to bother with him too much. He could probably do nothing and still make it. Yeah, enemy has dropped off a lot of wands. We don't need that many. Two crowns should be good. And you can't have too many Mirage Robes. Take my word for it. It's only too many if everybody has one. But for some characters, I'll want to prioritize physical defense and switch it out for the situation at hand. Now Jessica, when she makes a class change, she won't be able to equip a dragon scale armor, so she's probably going to keep that in the orb for the duration of this. That's my plan. Only thing I might switch out is her weapon. Because she actually does surprisingly well with Langrisser, and that extra defense it gives really helps her out. But in this battle, she's really going to take a backseat. I'm going to keep her out of harm's way, get some phalanx to protect her, keep her surrounded at all times, and hopefully the enemy will bypass her completely. This is not her time to shine, sadly. She'll have that soon though. Now in previous tests of this battle, I guess because of my placement and the troops that I selected, the enemy would always gun for her and just try to pick her off because they knew that she was a relatively weak target defensively. Gonna see if we can avoid that this time. Elwin's gonna get some experience, but we're really gonna focus on Cherie and Keith. Get him that level 10 that he's so close to. And to a lesser extent, maybe Scott. That's what I'm thinking. How obnoxious is this? Somebody thought it was a good idea to go out and battle on small individual boats. That's right, let's not go together. Let's spread out. I think these guys are a little too overconfident. Gonna have to rein them in. Alright, this is a secret scenario, so I'm gonna get a little silly. Bear with me. Hopefully it wasn't too painful last time, because here we go again. Wahahaha! When we find those damn fools, they won't know what hit them. We, the ultimate aerial squadron, shall mete out justice. We weren't in time to back up Imelda, but we will definitely overcome the enemy. Be careful, our opponents make heavy use of flying troops. It's a shame that our movement is so limited being up the high seas, brother. Sea and sky units, you help protect our more vulnerable comrades. Everyone, do your best. Combate. And yeah, what can I say, it's water. But hey, we get to listen to Soldier. Remember this song? Yeah. I missed it. We haven't heard it in so long, it seems like. Why is that? It's so good. Fighting dragon knights and serpents along the sea. Well, I wish I could say, oh, that sounds quite good to me, when in fact, it's the stuff of dread. Oh, watch your head. Oh, there'll be nothing left. Oh, if they get their hands on us, we're good as dead. But no, we're quite, because we have meteor, and look at that damage. Fantastic, in fact. Not worried about them at this point. Oh, you know what? I wasn't expecting that, but we just got a great idea. You notice that their commander got taken down to 7 with that? Yeah. I think I just found a leash, and we're gonna use it. Keep them in their place. That'll be one enemy group we don't have to worry about as long as her MP holds out. That's right, folks. Spam in a cam. Now, the only problem again with the Messiah sword, to counteract the fact that it puts somebody on the fast track, her attack, defense, and, well, not her defense, her attack, her movement, and her command rating has taken a hit. No, wait, it is her defense. Yeah, I'm getting confused with the longbow. It drops her attack and defense in the attack that she gives her troops. So, with that being said, her griffins are not going to be too effective. I'm not expecting them to survive this battle. They're just here to help her get some experience early on, and then after that, it's going to be the Cherie solo show. You know, right after the power hour. But as soon as I can, I'm going to get people like Keith to back her up, take some of the load off, because the lizards have high attack, but against the griffins they don't do too well. If we don't strike first, they're probably going to leave us alone. They may try to surround us, block us off, just got to prevent that. Very obnoxious tactic that I've seen them engage in here, and they'll probably try to do the same thing with Lester, who they're definitely not going to attack. Not now. Because again, he's tough, his men, let's see here. You see that attack boost they got? What was it, plus 15? Yeah. They don't want no piece of that. So that's it for the first turn. It's going to be slow, but eventually we're going to get Scott and Elwin to rendezvous. Fogart, I and 2 others will take on the red-headed lad. As you wish. Everyone else, use your own judgment in deciding how to engage the enemy. Tally-ho. Serpent Lord. On the water, that's kind of intimidating. Mildly, slightly, sorta. But not concerned. You see how he just went in for it like that? Because he knew. He knew. Right now they're getting a plus 3 defense. That's nothing. Thank goodness for that high attack, which is why I bothered to bring them anyway. But we're going to start losing a few. You know what? I'm going to keep going, but moving forward, I think it would have been a better route to go to start the battle off casting magic with her, soften them up with a thunder or fireball, then move on the second turn when they wouldn't be at full health. I think that would have been a better way to go about it. Might have gotten a little more mileage out of these griffins if I did that. Oh well. Nothing we can't salvage. Again, at this point, people like Cherie, Elwin don't even need troops. I just bother bringing them because it just helps the fights go a little quicker. Because if you take the time to systematically fight each individual enemy unit with them, you know, that's only 1 attack per turn. And how many turns is that? Far more than I'd like to look at. Okay, the Serpent Knights, Serpent Lords, they will attack the Griffins because they're that weak, but their men won't. So that's comforting. So this is a fun fight. Great opportunity to catch up on experience. Nothing but air and sea units. So you have to keep that in mind going into it. Yeah, see, they're trying to surround Lester. Go now, Fogart. Bring me that boy's head. Tall order. You'd have better luck bringing in Rorschach. Okay, so Siegel and Folgard are pretty much in command here. But again, you can take them out in any order. You can even take them both out first. But we're not worried about Folgard for sure because Jessica. Everyone's favorite mage. So that's really helping us out. I couldn't have planned that better if I tried, honestly. I was not expecting it to do that much damage. So yeah, she's keeping the wand, she's keeping the orb, she's keeping all that stuff. It's gonna be very helpful. Probably gonna want to give her the Messiah sword in one of the upcoming battles. Get her up to level 5. Oh wait, no, she's still level 4 class. I want to get her to her 5th level class, so that's the thing. Now, even though it would be better if we could stay on a boat to get that extra terrain advantage, especially against the lizard men, Scott and Elwin are pretty powerful as is, and to save time, I'm just gonna have them meet in the center here. We're surrounded by water, but you know what? At least we've got each other. And isn't that what counts? In the end of it all, when your back's against the wall, you want good, strong friends by you. At least I do. It's what I'm trying to do. It's what I'd like to see. So let's make it happen. By getting Aaron and his men up on this boat, they can at least take advantage of it for a little bit. See if the lizard men want to play on dry ground. If a ship counts as ground. And Keith, gonna try to get him to join the gang as soon as we can. Maximum movement. Catch me if you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you will. But I'd like to see you try. But don't blame me if it leads to your untimely demise at the hands of my dragon knight. With the griffins by his side, there's so much that he can achieve, and with Cherie, no impossibilities. Just you wait and see. It will be beautiful if they can live. And they can, but not for much longer, I'm pretty sure. Freya cast magic arrow. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but every little bit to contribute to the cause. Originally, I wanted to give him that horn that we found, since it summons a creature that can become very mobile on the water, but you know what? I figure, hey, let's go for complete mobility. Opt for a creature that can fly. Though I'm a bit disappointed. I was expecting Freya to come out of the gate with stuff like force heal, attack up. Maybe that's third Langrisser playing with my brain, getting my circuits scrambled and crossed. But I'm pretty sure that she has access to that in this version too. But there is one thing about the summoning here that you need to be aware of. And that is another thing that I like that they changed. Oh, hold on. Ultimate Aerial Squadron, words of wisdom. Do not consider your life to be your own. You know what? I can kind of get behind that. Not gonna lie. I'm alright with that. For the right cause, at least. Have no clue what they're fighting for at this point, but hey, best not to question. Come on over. Saved you plenty of seats. What's that? You don't want to attack? Why? Did we do something wrong? Is everything okay? Why are you guys so sheepish? Is it the scales? Are you scared of the scales? We're gentle, I promise. Oh. Let's go. Let's not go. Take it back. Go away, go away. No! Get back, get back. because for some reason my dragoons can't handle it. Oh, again, yeah. As tough as dragoons are, they're getting plus 10 attack. They have plus 25% over the open sea. His command bonus is practically non-existent in his current class. That's untimely. You know what's not? You know what's right on point? Meteor magic. Put them in their place. And Scott's going to be able to join in at this point. If only he had some offensive magic. It's the only thing that he's missing in his repertoire. I'm thinking protect the griffins and send them on the attack and just protect Aaron, who would probably be able to withstand a couple of attacks from lizardmen, but I'd rather not find out. Truth be told. And Elwin, forget about your men, it's gonna be about you. Oh, he has zone, that's right. He learned that as a Grand Knight. Die, die, die. You first. Here we go, guys, zone. Plus 0 attack, plus 0 defense. His men are sitting ducks. Not griffins. And I think we want to stall them. As delectable as that other group is looking, yes, that was worth it. And you know what? Might as well pick off an easy one. At this point, I might just leave Keith back to deal with this group by himself. He can handle it. Definitely not attacking those griffins at full health. Oh, and the ones that have attack on them? Definitely don't want to do that. Oh wait, no, that's not attack. That's the zone that I just cast. Which means my dragoons can actually do some damage, right? Right. That's the outcome I was looking for last time. Must have got lost in the mail. Time will tell who will achieve the victory. In the end, who can say? I do not know. But our foes, safe to say they bit off a bit more than they can currently chew. What can you do when it's L gunning for you? That's L for Elwin, who is the man in charge, backed up by Scott, the babyface wonder. Don't let it fool ya. Appearances can be deceiving. And here to illustrate that fact is the man from Salt Ross. Duke Hawking would be proud of you. Or Carlion if you prefer. Anybody remember that chap? Very noble guy. Gave his country a good name. And it's nice to see the torch being carried on in a good way. What do you say? Griffins out for blood, but please show a little bit of mercy. Because we want to keep this PG if we can. It's always a plus. Okay, now you feel like knowing Earthquake. That's wonderful. Oh right, that's what I was going to talk about before I got sidetracked. One thing that I like about Langrisser is when you can summon creatures in that game, not only do more people have access to summons, which I'm kind of divided about because it thinks it makes the class less special if everybody can do it. In fact, there is no dedicated summoning class in that game. It's divided up among different units, different jobs like High Priest, and I think even clerics can get a summon in that game. I don't remember, but quite a few different classes. But the thing that I like about summons in that game, any spells that a summoned creature has access to, it always has access to them. It does not change, no matter what. They obviously can still run out of MP, but that's the thing. Of course, you don't want it to be too overpowered. The game would just be completely busted at that point. But in this game, I don't know what causes it, what makes it change, but their selection is randomized. And not per battle, per turn it seems. Sometimes I can't even comment on it because I don't know what causes it. Sometimes it'll be consistent for several turns and then out of the blue, it's it's all swapped out. They got something different. Maybe they start out with just magic arrow, and then 3 or 4 turns later, mysteriously enough, they have tornado and heal 2. It's really hard to say. So the unpredictability is kind of a detriment. It makes it harder to plan out my strategies according to the summons. So moving forward, it's best to think of them as a bonus, not something to rely on. But I'm still going to be using them when I can, and the plan is every battle I'm going to try to showcase a different creature, starting with Freya. Well, that's not true, because we did get to take a look at the Aniki in the previous scenario, so that's 2 down. We've seen the Aniki, Freya, and also as summoners they come with a base summon. When you don't have a special item equipped, they can always call up an elemental, which is not like the enemy elementals except for the fact that it's undead. Shares the same bonuses. It can go through solid objects, plus 25%, things of that nature. Ultimate Aerial Squadron, words of wisdom. You will do whatever it takes to advance the cause of our benevolent empire. Okay, not really sure about that one. And what are you doing? Why are you attacking Freya? Okay, credit, you got a hit in. Definitely more offensive than defense on that one. But that was beautiful. Got him down to 7. And nobody put him up to it. So he's probably feeling a bit silly right now. They're not doing anything. We're good. So these are the big question marks right now, are those 2 groups. Excuse me, these 3 groups. Forgot about you guys. It's a lot of enemies here. I'm just realizing. And they're trying to trap us, but it's actually going to work against them. Yeah, take the ones at 2. We expect that sort of thing. Hey, Folgert, what's keeping you? Falling behind. Something wrong? Got a monkey on your back? No, just some meteors. Have some more. It's the least we can do. After all, you came this way. Let's not waste yours or mine. Hein. So many things we'd like to do. How about Thunder? Might kill the lizard man, yes, because they're weak to that magic. Which makes sense because water conducts what? We all know it's elementary. Da 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 dee 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 ba da 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 da. They don't play this song nearly enough in this game. Sorry. Oh. This is more like it. Cherie managing to keep a couple of her griffins around. And perfect. Was actually hoping that would not kill them. They came close. Want to make the most of that Messiah blade. And I am so tempted to move Aaron forward and attack them, but you know what? I think since they've proven quite intrepid, or is it tepid? Not intrepid, anything like that. We're just gonna move on and forget about them. That's what we'll do. Not even think of you who've proven limp, earth than a biscuit, and very reluctant to attack. Can't imagine why. What's the worst we could do? Oh well. Now this might be a chance to use Blizzard. Now bear my Arctic Blast. Tornado would have been better, but he doesn't have that spell. Incidentally. Keith does. But fire's working out so well. The This will take out 3, right? Yes. Oh. Almost 5. Outstanding. And again, Lizardmen, 9 defense. We can send the Griffins out of Keith's range for this one. They can handle that. Because they've got that naturally high attack. And that's the result. Serpent sitting on 3? I think we'll be patient. Because we pretty much got that wrapped up. Because now we have options. We can save it for Cherie or we can give it to Keith. Probably gonna just give it to Keith. He certainly earned it. Wouldn't you agree? Elwin still has a couple of troops. They'll probably fold. Oh, that's right. They won't. Because we cast Zone. So glad I did that. Very useful spell. Definitely not going to be the last one. Ever since that debacle in scenario 14, I'm a little uneasy at times. So you're going to see me save my game periodically when I get my spider sense kicking in. The last thing I need is for the game to crash unexpectedly after all this hard work. It's just no fun. So we're going to play with fire instead. Because that's always a terrific idea, isn't it? Nothing bad could possibly come out of that. Don't know about you guys, but I grew up with Fire Marshal Bill. I know the rules, the regulations. There's certain procedures that you have to maintain, you see? And that's what we're gonna do. Send in the Griffs. Send them back to the dirt. Or in this case, the deep blue. Here's looking at you. La la la. That should be a level for him. Hey Scott, one shot, class change achieved. You can become a Silver Knight, Tornado and Zone, Grand Knight. Ooh, that's tempting. But no, we need to make him a Knight Master. Another look at the other ones if you're interested, but believe me, Knight Master is the way to go. Because it's the only Knight class that's going to give him access to a 5th promotion. So we got to do that. Want everybody to hit a level 5 promotion. It just means more stats, more spells. Why not? More troops in some cases. There are exceptions though. Definitely going to be seeing that. And in phase. Back to the enemy. What's on their mind? Ultimate Aerial Squadron, words of wisdom. Yesterday's friends are tomorrow's enemies. And today's enemies are tomorrow's enemies as well. What? Yeah, I'm with Cherie. That didn't even make sense. I guess it's not entirely untrue sometimes, maybe? No. He's kooky. I'm not giving him any credit. For the sake of the sane world, you know what we have to do. I mean, anybody who's friends with Imelda is certainly not a friend of mine. Not that I'm holding a grudge or anything. When it's all said and done, she was following orders like anybody else, I think. Yeah, for all I know, she was acting on her own. It wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, look at that nicely cluttered clouder of enemies. Let's see what we can do about that. But first, let's check in with Hein, with the weather. And an earthquake? No, that wouldn't be worth it. Just keep pelting them down with magic arrows. Pretty useful. As are those. That might be a level. No, very close. This is definitely going to do it. 40 attack should be enough. Oh, and it wasn't. But that's fine. She's definitely going to be able to finish it up on her next turn. Or maybe this one. 8 with the attack increase. Oh, they're getting 38 attack now? Oh, really? Okay, I gotta give them credit. That was pretty impressive. I can't even lie. I kind of wish I could recruit you right now. You know, Lesser could use a sidekick. But alas. Nope. Probably wouldn't be able to take him down. Scott maybe, but why risk it? With so many hired hands available, I don't see the need. I do see a need to surround them though. Cut off where the other enemy can go. Now this guy, if he wants to go for them, he's more than welcome to. Not that concerned. But I would be if I was in their shoes. Which I'm not, thankfully. Still got Aaron over there. Keith still got some MP, which is a wonderful thing. So we're gonna send him this way. That first strike. Don't knock it. If we could save that serpent for Cherie at this point, I think that's not too tall of an order. She'll be done with her group pretty soon. It'll give her something to do. And again, Lester's doing pretty good for experience, so he's pretty much just going to keep doing what he's been doing and just keep them distracted and immobile. Preoccupied. It's the spice of life. Yeah, he's still at 6. One more turn to not have to worry about him. Getting close, Keith, getting close. Can smell that level 10. Oh, and I just noticed that that general, he's level 10 himself. Which means that our men are not going to live. Despite having a better attack. Oh well. Just goes to show, all the strength in the world doesn't mean anything if you can't take a hit. Perfect formation with the merman there, just going to keep them right there. Just to protect those griffins. And before I forget, once more. Lovely. And Aaron. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I will leave him back so that he can heal Cherie when the time comes. Pull our people in closer. So maybe her and Aaron can double team this group. Give Aaron a little bit of experience. Just a smidgen. And then eventually she can deal with that Serpent Knight to the south. If someone else doesn't get to him first. Ultimate Aerial Squadron, words of wisdom. Die, and there will be no one to retrieve your corpse. I cannot comprehend these fellows. Join the club. You know, they started off somewhat sensible in the beginning, and as time has gone on, I think the woes of war and the fact that they're losing terribly has sort of shredded their sanity. I definitely see a decline. That's it, get closer. Whatever you can do to make this easier for us. So this is a fight you definitely want to control as quick as you can before it gets out of hand. If you can get the enemy to go where you want them to go, it makes things much easier to handle. If you can't predict their movements, then you're in for a rough one. So not terribly difficult, but there is an element of challenge. Again, don't give me too much credit, guys. I've had test videos. In previous experience, I've had to do some experimenting to find the best configuration for my team. And so far, this one definitely seems to be working. What? Okay. That's alright. 1 HP. We're not taking any chances. Hein can't go anywhere anyway, he's too slow. We're going to cast attack. And we're going to attack with the healthy griffins. We're not going to play around. Come on, guys. 1 HP. 38 attack. Thank you. And that'll be a level. Whoa. Fireball. That's good. Excellent spell for her to have right now. And as soon as they get closer, he's going to be doing that. But until then, just bring him back a little bit. Continue to throw out that lure, but the lizards aren't biting. Somebody tipped him off, I guess. Keith, you got that carbuncle still. Let's make use of it. Oh. This is going to be beautiful no matter what we do. Yes. Because we don't need to target the ones on 1 HP. Anybody can deal with them. And this is just about everything. Yeah. Magnificence. If only we could see that more often. And that's close to a level. Alright, we might as well go ahead and make it a reality. So close. Teetering on the precipice. Keith, what do you say? Is it your time? I believe it is. Welcome to Class Change. We can make him a paladin, giving him angels. We could make him a dragon lord and giving him angels. Or we can make him a silver knight who doesn't have angels. Clearly, dragon lord is the correct choice. Because angels. And he still flies. The men are going to be much stronger. Now look at that. Plus 12 attack now. Instantly, suddenly. And that extra defense. It's going to make a difference. As is Lester. But what will he do? Puzzles we ponder. Before the enemy can wander. Gotta keep them weak. Move these mermen. Try to keep those griffins around a little bit longer. And I'm thinking move him down. Not gonna attack. As tempting as it is, we can hit them though. Because they're never gonna make it. Yeah, now that we've gotten Keith to join the 4th level club, it's open house. Open season, rather. Those mermen are flying off the hinges. There's no holding them back. And let's not forget about Scott's. Lethal from long range. And moving in for the kill. The Lord of them all. Level, good. Getting close. So you can see why I'm not worried about him. And thankfully he still has some men to get involved as well. Really, you guys would have been much better off sticking together. I don't know why they had to take these little individual rowboats. Whose idea was that? It's too bad you don't get a real sense of scale here though, because I'm wondering how big is Lester's serpent? You know, maybe they could have actually all rode on that thing. It's probably not that large though. It might be a baby serpent. Only enough room for one. Because unfortunately I don't think those things come in 2-seaters. More griffins go. It's okay. Keith is safe at least. I'm not worried about him in this fight. He's strong enough now to where he's not going to be an easy target. And everything here is pretty much of equal or lesser strength in him. They're not going to test him. Turn 7. I guess Siegel has run out of things to say. But really, what more is there to say? There aren't too many of them left now. And those who aren't looking too hot. I think she might have a little bit to do with that. Look at that movement. This is why I gave her the speed boost. As a Dragon Knight, she's going to be able to go anywhere she wants to. You'll see this in action in the next scenario. Going to have a lot of fun there. And now that Keith is a Dragon Lord with angels, he'll be able to provide her some good backup assistance. Now Hein begins the long march. So acting on his behalf is Freya. Who'll be able to advance a little bit more than him. And actually I can even take her out of his command range. My initial plan with her was to use her to cast Force Heal, attack, things like that to help out some other groups, but since she doesn't seem to have that magic at the moment, you know, she's suffering from amnesia. I guess it's a side effect of summoning. Yeah. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens there. Worst case scenario, she's some backup body. Another distraction. Because the enemy kind of treats summons like illusions, they will tend to target them provided the summon is not overpowered. Keith has got one more spell in him before he has to temporarily retire. Let's use it. Perfect. Didn't want to kill them. So we're just going to keep them weak at this point. Maybe pick off a few of them. I don't know. At this point, we probably want to give more experience to Elwin and Scott. In addition to Cherie, of course. So let's go. Make that happen. Boom. Not quite. Even with the speed boots, it's gonna take a minute. And it's really for the sake of the birds we're keeping them surrounded. We'll leave Siegel there to contemplate his life decisions. And turn it on over to them. See if anybody wants to get aggressive. Oh. I don't think they can afford to. And those guys have already given up. They haven't attacked once. Just too scared stiff. Yeah, right now the Griffins are our weakest link, so expect them to get picked off here and there. Oh, Fogert. Where are they now? And she's at 18 MP. It's been fun, but she's just about tapped out. I've got one more spell after that one, and then he's going to be on the move. Which, unfortunately, will probably not be enough time for Cherie to deal with this group, but, you know, still making strides. Almost. That range. Alright, no getting around it, gotta start moving them. And she still has the same spells. Gonna be checking periodically because it does change. Magic Arrow is something though. And I should just throw her in there. Start dealing some damage, but I'm gonna wait for her men, I think. Unless... Let's move Aaron down. Keep his men. Well, let's see. Put her there. Put them there. There we go. That's a nice tight group. Let's see them penetrate that. I don't think they're even gonna try. Just what happened to the fight in them, really? Come on, guys, make us work for it. You're giving Rhaegar a bad name. What would Leon have to say? But you know, these were men under Imelda's command, if I'm not mistaken, so... You know, shouldn't really expect too much from them. She wasn't known for her valor after all, right? Fireball? Yeah, we're gonna give Elwin more experience. See if they can finish this one off. Almost. Yeah, they just need a little bit more defense more than anything right now. Because they had plenty of attack there. And if I wanted to really weaken Siegel, I could cast Tornado, but I don't think that's necessary. I'm also kind of frightened at how much damage it might do to him, so... Is that it? Yeah. For now. So, this is the first battle in a while that I've been able to finish really quickly. I mean, honestly, it could have been over by now just about, but... Again, we're being particular for a reason. We want Cherie to get as much experience as she can. I'm really trying to get her close to level 5 before the end of this battle, because that's going to help out too. Because of that, this is probably going to end up taking around an hour as per usual. So again, apologies in advance. Appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. And one more for the road. Now you know it'd be really messed up if he went after her, which would make sense, but I don't think he's going to do that. He's probably going to head for Elwin, as per orders. And Hein. You couldn't reach before, why could you reach now? It's unavoidable. Hey, will Earthquake affect sea creatures? I'm really curious. Let's save my game so I don't waste everybody's time. Let's see. Wow. That did a lot of damage. I need to start using Earthquake more. I didn't think the naval units would be that weak to it, but that did a lot of, that even did more than Thunder would have. Very nice to know. Yeah, I'm glad we're still learning things along the way. So we can definitely start moving in. We'll take on the stronger ones though. Because as a sword master, he's got that wonderful attack. It's beautiful, it hits hard, it hits fast, and most importantly, it hits first. Might as well give him the easy ones. After all, he doesn't have the same mobility that she does, so just trying to be as fair as possible. Obviously not attacking him. But you know what? In the sake of fairness, we're gonna weaken them for Cherie, for her griffins, because they need it. Definitely want her to attack the tougher ones. Because things like that happen. And they actually managed to hit on her. I know they have attack up, that's still pretty impressive. But it's fine. Let's see them do it again. Yeah, see, if I had started off with magic in the beginning, she probably would have more griffins right now. This will go a little bit quicker, but it's fine. You live, you lose, you learn. And hopefully you gain at some point along the way. Alright, 9 versus 4. Thanks for not making us look bad. I was a little concerned. Elwin doing his best Scott impression. Good stuff. Rounds on me. Speaking of the man. I think this group will work. Because that hits 1, 2, 3, 3 enemy commanders. Siegel there has managed to get himself back up to 8 though, so we gonna want to keep an eye on him in the next round. See what's on his mind. Since he's gotten really quiet on us all of a sudden. No more words of wisdom, huh? After all, what good is wisdom if you can't apply it in your daily life? And certainly hasn't been serving him too well. Oh, we've just about hit the threshold. But before that, fire. Yeah, we'll just leave them back. Hey, might as well. And who knows, this may be a level for Lester. We don't want to sleep on the guy just because he's level 4. Nope. Attack and defense. That's all we need in life. MP would be nice too. It's kind of nice having a game like this where you don't have to worry about HP values though. That's one constant across the board. It's been fun, guys. Gotta give them credit, they made it a lot longer than I expected. What are you doing? Oh, nothing really. And neither are you. Only turn 10? I'm not even gonna bother trying to move her, so I can put them on manual and try to get her MP back. In the off chance he decides to attack her. It could happen, but I think she's safe. Oh man, we just got our pick of the litter over here, don't we? Who's up for some sushi? Except only one of them is a serpent, so never mind that. More like fried chicken. And stay put. Get back. And that's it for them. Keith? Can he reach? I wonder. Not that I necessarily want him to. And she's getting low on griffins. Gotta expedite the fights. Tell you what we're gonna do. You take them out. Because you can. Now she can take them out. Because she can. And maybe we'll give the serpent to Aaron. Put them there so they can recover some health if they need to. Okay. That's 38 attack for you. Not even the water can save him now. Yeah, I changed my mind. He can still heal to gain experience. We're going to give this to Cherie. After all, we took the time to give her that blade. Might as well make the most of it. And we can still use this. Get them back on board. Yeah, I would pretty much consider this fight under control. In phase. Seagull, got anything to say yet? Nope, I guess he's done. That's another reason why I wanted to make sure I didn't end the fight too quickly. I wanted to make sure we got all of his dialogue in. Okay, where are you going? Alright, he's probably going for Elwin like we expected. Well, that's good. So Jessica can take a much-deserved vacation. I'm sure there's a neighboring island not too far off. She can sit back along the coast and soak in some sun, some sand, and some surf. Let us handle this. We got you. Make it quick. And merciful. And gain a level, I'm sure. Mother! Was not enough to save him. Breaks the heart. Yeah, so they can go on ahead. Aaron might be done for this, but we're going to keep moving him along just in case. He has the speed boots on too, so... And now that he's not a knife class anymore, I can finally change out his accessory slot if I want to, but to be honest, he's probably going to have the speed boots more often than not. It's a good way to go for him. At least until we get to his 5th and final class, then I have something in mind for him. Something amusing. All in due time. It's no use. I can't handle this. But we sure can. 2 levels to go for Elwin. Because technically he is behind, even though not really. The mermen are not doing a thing. Move Scott in here. Yeah, there's plenty of experience on the table. Cherie should have no problems reaching level 5 before the end of this fight. And Hein, we need to get him to level 5 too, sooner than not. And Jessica, I keep forgetting about Jess. Archmage is impressive, but it's not good enough. There's one more plateau yet for her. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. He's gonna make it easier for us. Though I kind of want to save him for last. Just for the sake of possibly sprouting up some more dialogue. And that's the only thing about games like this. It's hard to see all of the possible dialogue, all the text, because a lot of it is dependent on what you do and the order in which you do it. So I'm going to try to show off as much of it as I can as we go along. But it'll be tough to see it all. Okay, you know what? I think I'm actually going to skip ahead to when we've got Cherie in position. Not really going to do too much until then, so thanks for waiting, guys. This will just be a moment. Even if it costs me my life, I'll destroy them all. Fulgur, don't overdo it. The enemy is strong. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I'm going to die, sir. And not for a good cause. Because your boss is gone. He was kind of megalomaniacal. Just desserts were served. What are you fighting for? Things I'd like to know. And so here we go to put them out of business. Dragoons, attack. Dragoons, thank you for not dying this time. Because Elwin can't do it all by himself. I mean, he could, but it just take too long. Certainly can't go anywhere. That's alright, we still have help from our friends. Can't pass up another opportunity to cast Blizzard. I apologize, Scott. You haven't seen nearly enough action. But to be fair, he is level 1 himself, so nobody's really behind. Got caught up real quick, all things considered. But that having been said, no more holding him back. They will know the horror of this man's wrath, if I have anything to say about it. Oh, not a magic. Took a minute, but it happened. All those fireballs caught up with me. The box of matches is spent. So, gonna take it out on him. Vent our frustrations. Whoa! And get a level? No, not this time. Hey, Fulgur still got those men. What do you say? Plus 15 attack, plus 10 defense. Tremendous. Oh, Hein. And Aaron. They're done. What can I say? Force of habit. They're on their last legs. Down to one wing apiece as we begin turn 14, just about ready to end it. So we've got 3 commanders. We'll let Elwin take this one. Not even a sweat. General, I don't want to die, I don't want to die! Yay! You know what? I haven't been doing this nearly enough. But you know what? Hold that thought. Get them in here. They don't need protection. They've got plenty of attack. Well, they've got enough. And she's definitely going to hit level 5. Either one of them will do. We're going to give her every available opportunity, though, by doing this. And... oh, he can't do anything but treat. But that's fine. This ought to do it. Attack up learned. Another useful ability. Her assortment of spells right now is pretty staggering. The things she can do. So, we have some options here. Now, I could just let her continue to take them all out and get more experience, but we also have an opportunity to get Elwin a level 10 in the same battle. I think that would be a good idea. That will put him back on a 3rd level class. So he's still playing catch up. But he's a pretty good sprinter from what I've heard. Why am I still moving them? I can't even tell you. Look at that range. Perfect. And a little bit closer, and Hein will probably be able to attack too. Actually, probably could have cast Meteor from that distance. Oh, what? Hey, where are you going? Oh, that's perfect. Right next to Elwin. Oh, that's what it is. He's going for Elwin. Okay. You know what? That works out. Elwin just has to take down one of them, and he'll get a level up. So maybe save Seagull for him? Save the best for last? I think that's what we're going to do. And to remove the chance of any shenanigans taking place, we're going to put him to sleep. And then follow it up with some fire. From Keith, this will hurt a little bit. And Cherie can finish it up. Right? Right? Right. Sir Seagull, this is it for me. You did well. I commend your efforts. Just give up. You're all that's left. It's pointless to keep fighting now. Ha! The Ultimate Aerial Squadron never retreats. Nor surrenders. Or wins, for that matter. See ya, Seagull. Wah! It's over. What was with those guys? We need to hurry to Velzeria as soon as our ship's preparations are complete. And get a level. Elwin, congratulations. Class change achieved once more. We can make him a bishop, a high lord, or a highlander. And we've been there before. We're going to make him a high lord, give him access to elves and phalanx, which are going to be very useful for him. And more healing abilities. And that's going to do it for the second secret scenario. It's been fun, but I've got to run. So until the next video, never forget those Aerial Squadron words of wisdom.